From Radio DePaul, Chicago's college connection.
My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
I'm Michael Cera, and human skin is my passion.
I learned to feel things I'd never felt before. Love, jealousy, passion for disemboweling.
Look at all the passion on that wall.
Well, jazz flute has always been a small passion of mine.
It's a bathroom.
It's not just a bathroom, David. It's a passion project.
My passion project. Destroying someone else's passion project.
This is Passion Project with your host, Peyton Basden.
Hey guys, welcome back to what I think is one of my favorite projects. It's a project born of passion and of love for the craft of talking into a microphone to other people about things they like. And in a few sentences, that's how I describe the show. Welcome back to Passion Project. It is a sunny Saturday. The sun finally came out. We're above 30 degrees, so we're really feeling rejuvenated and full of life. And to celebrate that, I have a special guest on today to celebrate.
Such a special guest sitting in this chair. Also, I totally get why you keep the headphones on. Your voice is sugar and butter and flowers, eggs, milk, all of it. I have to take this off. I can't compete with you.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, what's up?
Hey,
how are you? Who are you? Where am I?
My name is Luke Herman. I go by Twink Jesus in the comedy space, and I'm super excited to be sitting in the blue or the red mic chair on Passion Project with Peyton Basden.
Yes. Today's a big day. For those of you who don't know, Luke recently started his own radio show, which is on right after this. So as soon as the show's over, do not go anywhere because there's another hour of phenomenal content coming your way.
Thank you.
And that's when I knew. I met Luke a while ago, and
you've been scared to ask me on the show.
Yes. I've been petrified
because you thought I would push you and shove you.
Yeah,
shove you in a locker like other people do.
If I could describe Luke, classic high school bully, and very physically rough and physically violent.
I look kind of like the Hulk if he was, not so green. But it's all of the same anger, all of it.
Yeah. You do get stronger the more angry you get.
Totally.
Yeah. So I was nervous, but I'm like, you know what? Today's the day I make a big step.
Right.
And I confront my fears.
Right. Every day has the opportunity to be the first day of the rest of your life if you let it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm letting opportunity back into my heart, into my soul.
Attaboy.
And it feels wonderful. Luke, consistently, you've been one of my favorite people to talk to because you just have a way with words. I think you're an excellent listener. I think you're an excellent question asker, which is why you're on this show today, specifically. Because
I'm so elated.
Yes, because when I asked you, I'm like, Luke, what would you love to talk about? You gave me a list of certain topics, a lot of which were phenomenal, but one stuck out to me, and it was invasive questions, because I think you are one of the people who are so in touch with the art of asking questions. And I know, like, before in conversations we've had, you've asked me questions that are like, if you take them out of like the conversation, completely devoid of context, they're kind of insane. But the way that you present them is so, like, I feel so safe and secure in your like
Thank
question
God.
Arms.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You might be singular in that. I know so many people who are like, I sometimes avoid you because I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go there right now. Which is so fair. Also, I'm really touched and moved by you saying I'm a great listener. I am a horrible listener.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
I think that I am a bad listener because I kind of just talk about myself because it's easier than really engaging with what they said. I'll find like something that I'm like, oh, I also agree with what you just said. So then I'll like connect it there. But no, listening is something I'm really insecure about.
Interesting.
I think I have so much more to learn.
Wow. I think you and I do that very similarly because when I'm in a conversation with someone, I attach to like things. I'm like listening. I'm like, okay, I did that thing before. Let me share my story about
exactly.
that. That's like my conversation strategy. So I think we have that in common.
Exactly.
But like, I also love honesty. So like you giving me opportunity to be honest is like really exciting for me.
That's what I
like
think that's why I do the questions. I think that people really want to talk about themselves. Also, I occasionally when you talk to someone, you can kind of hear them be like, "Ooh, I'm ready for my turn. Like I'm ready to speak up." So I'm just like, let's let's make your turn a little more exciting. I'm so not a chit chat guy. I cannot stand telling people my major or where I'm from. I want to know what your sister did to you when you were 3 years old and whether or not that has affected your relationship now. You know?
Amazing.
I want to know.
Amazing. And part of today, I'm using today partially as a workshop because in this year when we brought the show back after our hiatus, I launched a new segment when we went to the hour-long format called the Passion Probe. And it was a working title. It's a work in progress.
What is a probe?
Probe, commonly known, like sometimes aliens like probe, like putting stuff in you. There's that definition of probe, but also probe like it's like getting inside something, like trying to find answers.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like I'm probing you.
I've heard this.
Yeah. Mostly in there because of the alliteration of passion.
Vocabulary test with Peyton Basden is your next show.
We'll have let's start a word of the week segment.
Ooh.
This week's word is probe. Use it in a sentence later today.
I'm going to probe you with questions throughout today's episode.
Exactly. There we go. See?
Flying colors. Flying colors.
And that's why, like, I'm excited to have you on because I think we can really make the passion probe into something better, something greater that really gets to the heart. Because some of my questions,
and everyone's been saying you should workshop it. Everyone's been talking about it.
Right.
I spent a lot of time in the Passion Project forums, and everyone is commenting, "Ooh, this segment needs a lot of work." So I'm so happy I could come in, kind of Property Brothers style, and just sort of renovate the whole operation.
I've got $100K about in my budget.
Okay.
To renovate this, and I
broke. Sorry, didn't mean that.
First and foremost, if we go a little over, that's okay because I just want a really quality segment that we can use in the show going forward.
Heck yeah.
So I'm going to launch you some questions.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these are softballs. So
excited.
I'd be interested to hear your answer and also how you would modify the question, I guess, to really get to the heart of it.
Terrific.
So first question on this, always has been, is cats or dogs?
Cats or dogs?
Cats or dogs?
Neither.
Really?
Screw them all. I never had pets growing up. So I was like, I love them both. And then I got a cat and I was like, oh my God, I'm paying hundreds of dollars to take care of something I don't even like, hates me, and does not know I exist. I'm like, this thing sucks. Okay. But with that being said, dogs. But just because I don't have one and there's more distance.
Interesting. Do you think if you got a dog, that would change?
No. Wait, keep going.
Because this is always the conversation. You have a cat right now. And the cat does not give you the time of day. Do you think you'd be more comfortable on the other extreme of this dog will not stop following me around and licking my face?
I love when people are needy, so I wonder if I would like when animals were needy. That is an interesting consideration to make. I think that there's definitely a potential. I just think that I don't like taking care of something because it takes away from me. I deserve to be taken care of. The dog should be, if the dog reverse rolls with me, then I would be down for it.
Okay. We'll get you a dog. I've seen dogs that go get ketchup. They can get ketchup from the fridge.
Yeah.
So we'll find one of those.
I want a dog that's a mommy,
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
Wait, so do you want are we going to keep this question? I feel like you should. You need something right off the bat that's just simple, stupid.
Right. And people have opinions on this.
Right.
People know a cat, people know a dog. Exactly. That's what I've found success in this. So this is a good starting point.
Right.
Okay. Now we go a little deeper. This is a question on here I've used a few times. What's your favorite holiday?
This is a good one. Some of y'all could be really mad at me, but don't. I think my favorite holiday is the 4th of July.
Ooh. Let's break that down.
And not in a nationalist kind of way. I'm not wearing red, white, and blue. Not even a little. I won't even wear one of them singularly. I'm wearing as little as possible. I want to be tanned out, bronzed out. I want to be carrying the little cover with the tinfoil on it. That's why it's my favorite holiday. I like being outside so much, and not outside meaning not inside. I like being outside in the world. I like being outside. Outside as a vibe and a feeling, you know? I like to be around other people, and it's such a barbecue holiday.
Right.
It's an invasive question asking holiday. People get outside and they say, I haven't seen you all summer. what have you been up to? You know, it gets sleazy so fast, and then by the time you know it, the fireworks are going. Everyone's knocking back a couple brewskis. It's just such a fun day, and I feel like what is it? You don't need to buy people gifts. It's not materialistic.
Right.
Potentially, you're going on a boat. There's water nearby. It's just a good day. It used to be Christmas, but then Christmas as you get older, just like I find it's so cliche to be like, it really loses the magic, but it kind of does, like, because then it becomes a whole ordeal.
Right.
I need to get off of work to go home. I need to book my flight. It's gonna cost $2 million. I need to buy everyone gifts. Do it like it's blah blah blah.
Right.
You know.
Right. So like,
what's yours?
My favorite. Okay. The real answer, the correct answer for me is Christmas because I do like it.
Shade, sorry.
Well, because I would never say Christmas because I'm like, people will think I just do it for the gifts.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just like gifts, and I'm like a crazy materialistic person. So,
and then like saying your favorite holiday is Christmas is being like, my favorite band's the Beatles. You know, it's like, shut up.
So I
needed. Of course it is.
I needed a better answer, so I would tell people Easter because I think Easter's a little.
That
underrated.
is such a good one.
Right. Because. Okay,
my mom wants to kiss you, by the way.
Awesome.
My mom loves Easter.
It's a good holiday.
Can't get enough of it.
Right. Light gift-giving element. That's at play. Family meal at play, typically. There are a lot of religious implications, which you can go either way on depending about how you feel about like the rebirth of Jesus Christ.
It's way more like like religiously important than Christmas.
It is, which I think is interesting. But Christmas
Are you religious?
I was born and raised Catholic. Yes, so I'm an Easter celebrator.
Did you go to Catholic school?
No. DePaul University is the first Catholic school I've ever gone to.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. It's a homecoming for you.
It is. It's so good to be here.
Welcome back,
my people.
That was God, by the way.
Oh, hi God.
All right, keep going.
Because I like Easter also. Wonderful color palette, like the pastels. Like, and it's also really the welcoming of spring. It's like, okay, sure, we're talking about the rebirth of Christ, but we're also talking about like the rebirth of like, this is a new year.
Totally.
Also, Easter sometimes same weekend as my birthday.
Wow.
So I would get like Good Friday off from school. My birthday would be Saturday. Easter would be Sunday. I'd also get Monday off from school. Phenomenal weekend.
Easter is so like, it's so Christian Hanukkah, you know. It's like because it's like for some reasons like Hanukkah it falls in a different time every year.
Yeah.
So always it's kind of exciting and a surprise of when it's going to come. Easter the same way.
Right.
Right. Except Hanukkah's not so important and Easter is like the most important one.
Right.
You guys go hard in the paint for Easter. You pregame it for 40 days at least.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Advent goes crazy. Candles go crazy. Like the color palette is the best part about it. And like and it's so exciting because it's like, okay, we're turning over a new leaf. The winter's gone. Our Savior is reborn. He is risen. We are here.
Right. And we like build it up because we do the whole Lent thing and we're like, we're going to suffer for 40 days like Jesus. And then we're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So it works.
It's like low-key not fair though, because he suffered for like 20 minutes carrying the cross, and then you guys do it for 40 days. You guys are so all in for that.
Right. We love that guy. We do anything for him.
You literally love him.
We love him so much. He was a chill dude.
Yeah, totally.
Chill dude.
Well, like no,
miracles.
he was not chill whatsoever. He was kind of super intense.
He was.
He
was really like, you guys. I am the. If you go into a crowded room of people and you claim to be the son of God, there's something going on there.
Yeah, I don't think people would like Jesus today.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. They would hate him so much. If somebody walked in a room and was like, I'm the Lamb and Redeemer of man, come on. Come on. Get this guy out of here. Who do you know here? Oh, you know all of us? You know all of us personally and intimately? I don't believe you. How do you know that, freak? Leave. He'd be a liar. People would know that he was a fake and a phony.
He
goes to Loyola. He goes to Loyola.
He would.
You think he can ride over here? I don't believe it.
Not at our Catholic university. No. He's like, I'm thinking about like the parallels of Jesus and like a modern day Instagram influencer. Like how would Jesus work in the digital age?
Super Jonathan Van Ness. he'd have hair care.
He would that be like he posts like influence videos where like he's doing people's hair and he'd like just slip in like, yeah, and you must come to me to be saved and go to heaven. Like he just drop a line
and it'd be those
video.
ASMR videos of like,
here's how I prepare fish for 8 million people down by the bay, and I'll be washing their feet and putting their hair in it after.
What is that about? Do you know about this?
What?
Apparently
feet washing?
No, but the hair in the feet.
No.
So, okay. I've been working on a project that has brought me a little bit closer to Jesus. Like I'm like writing like a Jesus character, and people keep bringing up that apparently when he'd be washing people's feet, they'd be rubbing their hair in like the wet feet after. So what do you think about that?
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
I'm so excited to be spreading misinformation likely on Radio DePaul.
Hey, that's what this show's about. We've never been friends of the truth.
No.
We're friends of passion, okay? And passion may be the enemy of the truth, but is the ally of love and hope. That has to be like a yield.
It's freak nasty, objectively.
It's got to be like a yield cultural thing. Like in this isn't BC because Christ is born. So like in like the first 10 years of AD, people were like, yeah, we need to connect our hair with our feet.
They didn't have shampoo yet.
That's true.
So they were like, anything.
They're saving shampoo. Water, right?
Exactly.
This is the water I use to clean my feet. I'm not going to get more water. 2-mile hike to the spring. I got to get my hair done.
Greta Thunberg was 100% there. Yeah, and that's why I believe in reincarnation.
Is she like a modern day Jesus? She's trying to save us. Is she like Jesus?
No, I don't think she's Jesus because she's so judgmental, and she's so mad. And Jesus was like, even he knew stuff was hitting the fan, but he was really like he was posy vibes still. At least so I've heard.
Yeah, he was chill. Like he was so intense, but he was so chill. Like I think that's why he was so like 1 in a million.
Us.
Yeah, us. We are the two halves of Jesus Christ.
People have been wondering.
He has been reincarnated in 2 bodies, and they're here right now, reconvening.
Wait, so do you break the fourth wall? Do you
I look at the camera sometimes. Yeah, I do when I feel like it's appropriate.
Well, for anyone like listening on like the visual media, I feel like I look crazy because I had to put on my hat and go full bling ring for the episode today. Do you know what bling ring is?
No.
It's a Sofia Coppola movie about these teens who like rob Paris Hilton. But long story short, they're like hipster 2013. So as I was getting ready today, I just saw this collection of objects and I was like, I'm going full bling ring today.
Amazing. Amazing.
So I just wanted to commit to it.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Some of the best sunglasses I've seen in a while are being worn right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and make sure to check out the episode on YouTube when it's up and you can see.
Season 5.
Season 5. We're in the midst of it. That's where I'm like, I got to get this passion probe down because I've been doing this for too long.
No, literally.
Okay, are you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
We feel good about favorite holiday?
We feel amazing about it.
Yeah, because look at that wonderful conversation.
Not only did we touch the holidays, we touched the people who made them happen, the people who were the genesis, the birth of them. I feel good.
Right. Okay.
Keep.
Next question. One of my favorites.
Okay.
I was really proud of this one. What's your favorite number?
Ooh, that is a good one. 3.
3.
That's purely vibes based. I didn't have it before you asked.
Right. This is surprising to me. This is something nobody thinks about. Every single time I've asked it, immediate answer.
The question? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think people have a favorite number and they don't think about it often because numbers are so computational in our day-to-day. We like, they're a means to an end. So we think about them a lot.
What does that mean?
Like when I use numbers in my day-to-day, it's to get tasks done.
Totally.
Like I use
have 30
numbers.
minutes to do this.
Right. 30 minutes. I need.
I have 3 things to do before I go.
Exactly. Like I need. Oh, I'm gonna make 2 meals. We use numbers to quantify, but we never really think about the quality of numbers, which I think is interesting to sort of flip the script.
That is really interesting. Love the way that you put that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
I do. It's
what
4.
Is it? Really?
4.
We're neighbors.
Yay! Because I also think it says a lot about a person. Because some people really love even numbers. Some people really love 8s, your 4s, your 2, 4, 8.
I hate them.
And then
Jesus, when he shows up to the party straight laced, don't believe him. He won't even have a drink. He's turning everything to wine, but he won't have a sip of it. Freak.
Yeah.
Even number vibes.
Exactly.
His favorite number is 6, by the way.
Is it?
Vibes based.
Okay. Hell yeah. Because also there's people who love odd numbers. 3. 7's very popular.
It was actually a toss up between 3 and 7.
Both phenomenal numbers. 7 has a lot of rich history. I think it's a good number. In 7 luck, angel number 7.
It has a lot of rich history.
Can I tell you about the rich history of the number 7?
Do you find that people respond with digits or numbers more? Does everyone respond with a 1 through 9?
Typically, there have been some double digits because I think somebody gave 11 once.
I know some MF sat in this scene was
333. 12:34.
Everybody sees 12:34 on a clock. Everyone is like, I always see it. I always see it everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, of course you do. It happens twice a day. But it's not even that. It's like everyone just thinks that they have a more significant relationship with 12:34 than another person.
Right.
Have you heard this? Like has anyone come up to you and been like, I just, like, my angel numbers are 12:34? That is the most popular angel numbers out there. That is the Christmas holiday of angel numbers.
Really?
Yes. Yes, Peyton. You need to add a question like that. Do you think that you see 12:34 more than other people? And we need to take a census bureau check.
Can I modify that and be like, do you think you're special? Do you think you're the chosen one? Like, what has the universe been telling you so you know you're different? I was thinking about that the other day. I can't remember what context I was thinking about it. It was some TikTok video where a guy was like, guys, I think I'm the chosen one, but I can't do it. Like, I can't take on this responsibility. like, what if I am the chosen one and I'm just, like, so bad at my life and, like, I'm letting everyone down? Wow.
I think we all know that guy. We, like, all know somebody like that who thinks that they're the chosen one.
Right. Jesus, for one.
Totally.
He was the original.
Do you think that you're in proximity with people who are, like, egomaniacs?
There are a few people.
He's like, I do. You're like, I do right now.
Yeah. And I've been thinking a lot specifically about, like, how narcissism shows up in, like, people in different ways, because I think we don't recognize it a lot, and I do see that in a lot of people I know.
Totally.
Because standard textbook narcissism, I think I'm the best, I think I'm this, whatever. Like, I only think about myself. But I've been thinking a lot about what I call, like, negative narcissism, where, you know, let's say you're in a group, let's say you're with people, and, like, somebody will make a mistake or somebody will do something wrong, and they'll, like, full stop whatever you're doing and be like, guys, I screwed up. I'm so bad at this. Like, this opposite kind of narcissism where you, like, you think that we think about you enough and care about you enough to, like,
you're
care
bringing
that you
a level
mistake.
of self-importance to everything you do.
Exactly. And I've been thinking about that because I think I know more people like that than I do, like, standard narcissists.
Certainly.
Right. And I think
I will keep going.
I think I fall more in standard narcissism because I carry a certain level of delusion with me that helps me function at the level that I do, because I live in one of two modes of either, like, yes, I am God and I can do whatever I want. The world is my oyster. Or, wow, guys, actually nothing really matters and I'm not sure why we're here. Like, greater cosmically, we're just specks on this planet.
Totally.
So, like, I use my ego and my delusion to motivate me to do everyday tasks.
Totally.
Because I'm like, well, actually, there's a reason. 4 is my favorite number because my birthday, 4404.
Ooh.
So I'm like, what, guys, I'm different. I'm
You're
special.
04.
Yeah.
Are you 20?
I'm 20.
Wow.
Soon to be 21.
Yay.
Big day for me. It's going to get crazy.
Are you not going to, will it not change your life?
I don't think so. Oh, it's a Friday. Awesome. It's the day the Minecraft movie comes
out. Is it
out.
Good Friday?
It's not Good Friday. I don't think.
Dang.
What if it was? I need to look into that.
Huge.
Because then, again, more confirmation.
Also, you totally just gave me the idea. I have to do an Easter show for Twink Jesus.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I have to. Thank you.
Because, like, your rebirth. You're coming back. Exactly. But, like,
that's so awesome.
Because I think also I operate and other people operate. I'm really seeing this with a certain amount of confirmation bias.
Right.
Like, 12:34 means nothing, but when I see it on that clock, I'm like, wait, that has to mean something, and it has to mean something to me, which I think is interesting.
That I will also say what you were going about with like textbook narcissism. I know one person in my life who by a doctor has been diagnosed with narcissism. That is so rare. That is so rare.
Right.
Like, I actually think, like, less than 10,000 people are diagnosed with narcissism because everyone just has a trace of it. Like, for the reasons that you're describing, like, people have a kind of self-importance, and it's also just whimsical and fun to be like, I am cool and good. You know, it's so much better than hating yourself all the time. Of course, some of us don't have the access to just tap into that. But like, I don't think that what you're saying is narcissistic so much as it is just like an imaginative way to play. Like, you can't be all the time just being like, oh God, I wonder if they're gonna like me.
Right.
I feel like it's so much better to go into it with a little bit of ego. And it's not an ego that's like, I think I'm better than everyone in this room, but I definitely think I deserve to be in the room.
Exactly.
That's not narcissistic to me.
No, I don't think it is. And
do you think you're better than most people?
Yes, but I think I separate it. I think no human being is inherently better than another human being. I do not think I am better than anyone as a person who makes choices and like who lives. I do think I am better than other people skill-wise. Like I think I can do tasks better than other people. Like that I think is fairly clear-cut. But I do not
love the distinction there.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Because we judge ourselves and each other so often based off of like what we are capable of.
Right.
And that's how this idea sort of comes up of like, oh, I'm better than you because like I can do this task more than you. It, like in school, I was always one of those honors kids. And I'm like, since I can do math better than some of the other kids at my school, I'm in these higher classes and therefore I'm better. But what does that mean? Like, so what, I'm good at math. These other kids have so many excellent skills.
Okay, this
that
could be
aren't being uplifted.
This could be a muddied question, but off of that. So do you think that to prove that you have a skill, you need to show it? Like do you need to convey a skill to other people for it to be there?
Oh, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around.
Exactly.
I think like for me especially, I know what I have and what I don't. For a skill to be recognized, I think you need to do it for other people. And I guess, are you asking like, do our skills get value because other people rely on them? Like I see you play guitar, for example, and I'm like, oh, Luke can play guitar so well. I know Luke has that skill. Is that how you earn that skill? Through other people's recognition?
A little bit. So my thing is like, if you, Peyton, think you're kind, to be kind, do you have to show it? But like, is it enough to just bestow the skill and show it to no one?
I think with skills specifically, you have to be able to do them.
Agree.
Like with kindness.
Agree.
To be a kind person, you have to be kind. Like you can't. I mean, I can lie always. I can say like, Luke, you're a horrible, mean person, but you don't show that. I don't believe that's a skill that you have. You know.
Right. I totally think you need to show it for the reasons you're saying. Like, I think that some things are relational and like in proximity to others. So like it is based on comparing yourself, like what you said. I think I am better at certain things than other people. That asserts that I have a certain skill in that area. So therefore I would not have that skill if I did not show it in comparison to other people.
I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like even then it's all like I went to a basketball game last week. I don't do basketball. I know of basketball. I go sometimes.
You've heard of its work?
Yeah. And like, cool. Yeah, they do the dribble and the things. But the person who was sitting next to me knew even less about basketball. So like in relation, I was like the Michael Jordan of basketball, you know?
Right.
Because she was like, oh, what are they doing? And I'm like, so actually when they shoot from inside the 3-point line, that's called a field goal. And it's worth 2 points. So,
is it called a field goal?
It is called a field goal.
Why?
Which is really, I don't know.
So football vibes?
Yeah, it is football vibes, but like it's in basketball. Because that always tripped me up on my gym quizzes in school. Because I'm like, no, it's a trick question. It's not. It's a field goal, even though that's like from football. Yeah. Cool.
That's a good one too. The digits thing. What's your favorite number?
What's your favorite number? Yeah. Okay. Are you ready to move on to the next question?
More than ready.
Would you rather turn into a bird or a fish?
Fish. Totally. I love the ocean. I love the ocean. I'm from like an island, so it like makes me feel really connected to be in the water, and I could keep going and for days saying some area. I just really like the ocean, Susie, so much, but like I just love it.
Now, do you find, because I think this is different for people and that informs their opinion about the ocean, it is so vast and it is seemingly endless. Do you take comfort in that? Sort of like this idea of like there's this like unknowable beyond.
Yes.
That I am just at the edge of.
Yes, but because the thing is like you could drop yourself in it anywhere in any of that vastness. And people are buoyant, you'll float right back up. It like it all holds you, it's all good. And I am one such person that is really comforted by like abyss and unknowing. I think it's really comforting to think like I've learned a lot and I still have so much more to go. Like there is so much more yet to like discover and explore, and the ocean personifies that.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Which do you want?
I would say bird.
Bird.
I love the sky.
You're so bird vibes.
Right. Because I like the idea of being all the way up and like looking down.
Not your goofy eye. not your goofy eye being in a tree.
But like, I can't swim. And I think that's part of my aversion.
You can't swim?
I was never formally trained. I can stay afloat in a body of water. But
I was never classically trained in the art of freestyle.
Yeah. I cannot backstroke. I cannot butterfly. I cannot.
Can you doggy paddle?
I can, yeah. Like I can get somewhere in water.
You don't go in the deep end though.
I do not. No. I do.
Oh my God, Peyton. You have to learn.
I should.
Probably. It will change your whole life.
I think this is exactly how I felt about riding a bike. Because I'm like, I'm never going to do this. This is not a necessary skill. Why am I doing it?
Wait, you don't know how to ride a bike either?
I didn't until my grandma one day just forced me to. She was like, no, you're doing this. I don't care.
Queen.
Yeah, and I did. And it's some of the most, I love riding a bike.
Right.
It is so freeing. It is so wonderful.
Yes. That's how swimming is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. That also reminds me of the one time I saw you riding a bike down the street, and I have never seen anyone more free in my life. I'm like, wow, I aspire to be that. You were so free. Like your hands off the handlebars. They were just like outstretched, and I'm like, this person is so free.
I live for that. I live for that. It feels like swimming in the air.
It's nice. So maybe I'll take a dip because I'm a casual water enjoyer. Like I'll sit in a pool. I'll walk around in a pool. Hot tubs are awesome. I love going to the beach. And like walking in the ocean.
That's rare these days. Everyone's like, I hate the sand. There's too much. Like you have to bring snacks. It's a whole ordeal. And people always talk about how it's like kind of gross or dirty. And I'm like, you guys literally suck. Where is your sense of play?
Because I always hated sand, like as a kid, and now my
Loser. Sorry.
It's something I'm working on. And I've discovered, like, I just like walking along the shoreline.
Right.
Like, letting the little waves touch my feet.
Totally.
Like, that feels really grounding to me.
Yes. So good. Also, but the thing with the ocean is, you don't know how to swim. I could drop you in the middle of the ocean. You would not drown if you didn't resist it. If you literally just, like, sat there, you'd float right back up, Peyton. You'd be all okay. There's all the things that you're afraid of and that you don't know are not out to get you. They are here to lift and support you.
That's such a beautiful metaphor.
Thank you.
That's really profound and beautiful.
Thank you.
And you've granted me new perspective.
It's true. It's so true. I think that also this is fully me riffing. Like I don't really you are bringing this out of me like with the question. I will catch myself getting really nervous about like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be tasked with like learning and doing lots of things in this new year. I'm about to graduate. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It must be really hard because I have never done it before. But putting it in a certain like metaphor and context like that, it actually is going to be okay. Like I have learned from my past experiences that like I didn't know something. I was afraid to go into it, and it ended up being totally fine. Like, I need to be a little bit more laissez-faire with, like, change and things coming and the unknown at large.
I think that was the most valuable lesson I ever learned, is I took a chance on something and it worked out for me. And that, like, has motivated me. Because I think the appeal to me of the bird is sort of this idea of, like, safety and control over what you already know. Like you're flying above the air over familiar territory. Like it can't touch you. You are free from it, but you still get to experience it. But I think the beauty of the fish and the embracing of the ocean is the embracing of the unknown. And like that side of discovery, which I want to explore more. So I think I'm drawn to the bird, but I think I should be a fish for like my own holistic well-being.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is such a great question, too.
Awesome. And I do a quick follow-up on this one. Do you know what kind of fish you'd want to be?
No, I don't know any kinds of fish. I'm like, well, like I said, I'm from an island, so I'm like, everyone I ever knew was like posting pictures of them holding that stupid freaking fish. And my brother-in-law is a captain. He's a fisherman, and I still don't know any kinds of fish.
Awesome.
No fish.
Awesome. Do you like sharks? Do you think sharks are cool?
Love sharks.
Okay, awesome.
I love anything in the ocean. Anything.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Besides Man of War. Have you heard of them?
Oh, I have.
Don't like those guys. Scary. Don't like those guys even a little. They hurt my cousin one summer.
Really?
Super bad. Had to go to the ER. You have to get so for the listeners at home, Man-O-War are bless you.
Thank you.
I've been telling people bless you after they cough, like it's plague style. I'm like, wait, because literally it is the plague again.
It is.
Everyone is sick all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. So Man-O-War, they look like little balloons. They're really, really small. And they have these like really long tentacles. And so if they wrap the tentacle around you, it seeps into your skin. So you have to get it physically removed by a doctor. It is so scary, so painful. It's the worst.
That's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Super
frightening.
duper. It's the only thing in the ocean I'm afraid of.
Interesting. Wow. I think the only thing I'm in the ocean that I'm afraid of is the Pacific garbage patch and the effect of man on the climate. That's frightening.
Clock it.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Yeah. I'm anti-climate. I'm pro-climate change. I think climate change is real. I'm not a climate change denier, and I'm scared of it.
Brave and political.
Yeah, we get real on this show.
Totally.
Next question is one of the realest yet. Do you have a favorite breakfast food?
Yeah, hash browns.
Oh.
And I eat eggs every single day, but I don't like them.
Oh, tell me, is this like I'm feeding my body,
Yes.
like eating eggs? Like this is good for my health.
It's good for me. Also, it's so easy, and you can prepare it so many different ways, so you can eat the same thing over and over again and always have a new experience, which is why I really enjoy the egg. I eat 3 of them every day. This has been the way since I was like 16.
Oh.
So wait, how many years is that? That's like 5 years of eating 3 eggs every day. If I miss it, it feels odd. It feels really weird that day. But I love hash browns. I just like potato.
Potatoes are great food.
Potato's good any way you spin it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you ever prefer like way to prepare eggs? I know that's contentious.
I scramble them because I'm always in such a hurry.
Scramble's great. I love scrambled. That's my favorite.
I prefer a fried egg.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, what's it called when it's like this might be fried. It's like contained on the outside, but then the yolk is still runny.
Yeah.
It's not that gross white pasty shoot. Sorry. I just say shoot instead of swearing.
Because I think poached is a little more rubbery and like goopy.
Yes, that which I also love. I live for a poached egg.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Only on like an eggs Benedict though.
Oh,
or over what's it called? Like steak and eggs with a poached egg.
Yes,
so
yes.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
I think fried.
I think it's fried because I do that with mine too.
Yeah. Because that'll get the nice crust and that'll like really solidify the whites. And I think depending on how hard you go, the yolk will.
We're like the Martha Stewart of radio.
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna start a new show.
Do you have a favorite breakfast food?
Biscuits and gravy.
Wow, amazing choice.
It's phenomenal.
Are you Southern?
I'm not.
No?
But that's
Where
why I
are
get
you
really
from?
excited. Illinois.
Really?
Born and raised, yeah.
Freak.
Yeah, it's my Midwest paradise.
That's so awesome. That's so sweet. You are so Midwest boy. You love mayonnaise.
Oh, I do.
That's something I can tell just by looking at you.
Oh, mayonnaise is awesome. Mm-hmm. It's good on any sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Do you also like do you like gummy bears?
I do. Haribo.
Totally.
Not like the other ones.
Totally.
I like Haribo because how hard they are.
How do you feel about potato salad?
Good.
Of course you
do.
Good.
Egg
salad.
I prefer potato salad, but egg salad is better on a sandwich. Like I will not straight eat egg salad. Egg salad sandwich is awesome. Same with tuna salad, good on a sandwich.
Never met a blank salad I didn't like.
Exactly. Have you ever had a Waldorf salad?
No, a Joseph Waldorf salad.
I have had one of those.
Peyton, no.
Truth's revealed. It's like nuts, cranberries, apples in like that same mayonnaise base.
Okay.
It's interesting. I had it once.
Nuts and apples.
Yeah.
They throw apple in anything. Anything at all. I have seen apple in the most unlikely places. I've seen apple in a Starbucks beverage, in a coffee beverage.
Apple.
And let me tell you, it was delicious. It was delicious. Also, I know what you're thinking, Starbucks during the boycott, but I win anyway. We're all learning. We're allowed
to make mistakes. I'm sorry.
Totally.
We're allowed to make mistakes.
Totally.
We are.
Also, I don't want to assume your politics. Maybe you don't care about unions.
I have strong opinions on unions.
The boycott is famously not about Palestine, but everyone thought that it was about Palestine because they thought everything was about Palestine at that time, but it was not.
It was a union thing.
Well, also because everything is about Palestine.
Right.
But this one is actually about the unions.
There's levels to it, you know.
Mhm.
We're all interconnected in a way that we cannot deny, so we must take care of each other to take care of ourselves.
Right.
I think I work at Walmart sometimes, and I think it's really funny because that's the kind of job where if you say union, you get fired. And I just think that's like a
Are
really
you serious?
Like, it's not that clear and cut, but like
I couldn't tell if that was comedy or if that was real.
That is mostly like we aren't allowed to. There's no Walmart union, and like corporately, Walmart like gives us benefits to try and like placate us.
Tell me more.
And it's like they'll offer like they have like built. It's all through Walmart. So instead of benefits you get from a union, you get them through Walmart. Things like insurance, 401k, like stock things.
Classic.
You get through Walmart.
Classic.
But like, it's Walmart. The work is inherently anti-human. Like it's not great. So I'll just joke when I'm like in the back room with my coworkers. I'm like, man, if only there was a way where we could work together to get better working conditions. And I'll just leave it at that. Because I won't say the word union because I think that'd be really funny.
Lest big Walmart come and take you away.
Yeah, they'll silence me.
Totally.
They're also the world's largest employer. Like they have the most employees.
Are you for real?
Which I think is really funny. Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's always the girls you never expect to be the craziest. It is, because then it's just like with Subway. Subway, biggest fast food chain in the world.
Right.
Ever heard of that?
There's one at Walmart.
Right. No way.
Yeah, there is.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's everywhere.
That is exactly what we're talking about. It's the girls you never expect. And that's why you have to ask these invasive questions.
Exactly.
Because there isn't a certain depth and emotionality to everyone, whether or not they show it all the time. You know? Actually, I find that the most crazy lit people are the ones who are quiet about it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because those of us, like Jesus, entering the party saying, I'm the Redeemer, I'm the Son of God, you're probably overcompensating for something, Jesus.
Right. He was sent to Earth to die. He has a lot going on. Like I don't know how I'd manage with that. So like I am extending him grace.
Totally.
But like also, yeah.
But like seriously, that is this the opportunity where I get to talk about my passion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Truly, nothing brings me more joy than watching in someone's face, we just said hello, I don't really know you that well, and I watch as someone goes, oh my God, you just asked me that, I don't know anything about you. But it's so exciting to start with something personal and intimate, because it's like a kind of forced familiarity. It makes a really fast friend out of people. And it is like, what is it? It typically opens my eyes to the fact that people are, it's so cliche to be like, we are way more alike than we are different. I always will find something that I relate to in someone by like really cutting to the chase, way more so than if I was like, so what's your major? You know, it's like, I don't know anything about public health.
Yeah.
That gives me nothing. If I was to ask you, are your parents proud of you for your choice of major? That would be a little bit closer, because I am sure whether or not they say, yes, my parents are super proud of me, or no, my parents aren't proud of me at all, there's something I can pull from that.
Right. That says a lot. I've been really trying to get more particular about asking the question that I actually want to ask. Like I'll be talking to somebody and I want to ask them to go get dinner with me this night. I will ask them, hey, do you have any plans this evening? What are you doing? Like stuff like that. Or like when I'm trying to like manage people, I'll ask questions that aren't the questions I want to ask. And I'm like, I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting your time.
I thought you were suggesting those as direct questions, and I was like, Peyton, that is so indirect. To be like, do you have plans this evening? Why don't you just say, do you want to go to Cane's at 8?
Right. And I did that. And it worked.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm sure it did.
It did, and it was awesome.
Because people like that. It gives them less to do. You know?
Right.
If you're so floaty and airy with everything you do, it gives people so many opportunities to get frustrated or bored. If you cut right to the chase, if you get somewhere fast, make a plan about it, then you're connecting. You know.
Right. Because that's been my job.
Always this with me. I like for those who are using podcast as an audio medium, after every single thing I've said, I folded my little hands like I'm Johnny Whoop after it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do. I do. Classic childhood game.
Totally.
I haven't reconnected with it in a while.
Totally. Welcome back. Welcome home.
Welcome home. because I've been trying to. I am the most like, yeah, whatever, man, person of all time, especially in like plan making or just always. And I've been really like turning into like, I'm gonna make a choice, and you're gonna deal with it, unless you push back. Then unless you have an opinion, then I'll take yours. But like, I found so much success like being the person who brings stuff to the table.
Totally.
Which is like something I've never done before. But I'm like, I'm allowed to ask for the things I want and allowed to do the things I want to do. And I've always been open to change and always been open to new perspectives. So like it works out in this really strange, good way. Then I've become a more holistic person.
I was talking with someone recently because I get all the time that people will be like, you intimidate me so much. Or people will be like, I was really afraid to talk or meet you. So I found that subconsciously made me wanting to make a person feel comfortable. I would be so agreeable with everything they said because I didn't want to threaten them or like put them off any further. To the point where I was literally saying and doing things I don't even actually agree with. I was like, just because I was like, I really, really want you to be comfortable and safe around me. But it's like, that's so, that actually is a hindrance to you both. Not only can that person not get to know you as well, because you are shutting yourself off to yourself and them by extension. It's such a disservice to yourself to not be able to like communicate earnestly what you think in that moment. It is you deserve to be direct with others and they deserve it from you. I will say there is something I've uncovered recently where being saying what you want to say opposed to trying to make the other person feel comfortable can be very selfish. It can really overtake something because it can be extending past like the boundaries of that person. Like it can make them feel uncomfortable in several ways. Does that make sense? Did I
think so.
Did I communicate that well?
I think. Can you provide like a more specific?
Yeah,
like, let's say
totally. Like for example,
yes.
if I was meeting you for the first time ever today, and I was like, oh hey, hi Peyton, nice to meet you. And then I was like, oh, do you have problems with your mom? Like that would be like exactly.
Yeah.
I would be pushing a boundary, even though what I wanted to ask you in that moment was something overly personal and beyond what we have like mutually agreed subconsciously is our relationship.
Right.
That would make you uncomfortable. So by being direct and by doing what I wanted to do, I was not honoring myself or honoring you. I was actually just kind of like harassing you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So like you've talked a little bit about how invasive questions are a tool for creating like deeper, more meaningful relationships more quickly. And you've also touched on the fact that like it can land you in hot water, like you just said. Is there a way that you've learned to strike a balance to reap a lot of that benefit? Or do you find it gets you in a place where you don't want to be more often
Like,
than not?
no, I haven't.
Interesting.
And I think that the truth of the matter is that if you are really bold and yourself consistently, you will be more divisive than if you were agreeable. You know, if you are yourself, you will find out who likes you and who doesn't.
Right.
Which is fair. I also don't expect to be liked and adored by everyone. I don't like and adore everyone myself. I like most people. But I'm not hurt if someone doesn't like me or is put off by the kind of intensity I bring to certain things. You know?
Yeah. I was thinking about that very recently, the value of living so authentically as yourself. You will attract the people who are meant to be near you.
Certainly.
Because somebody like shared a critique of me that I was like too this or too whatever, but I'm like,
wait, what was the critique?
That I was like too nice sometimes.
And
I'm like, if that's your biggest issue with me,
then
I don't have a problem. No,
but that is annoying, Peyton.
I know, and I'm working on it.
Well, it's annoying as well because I know that you aren't always nice.
Right.
You know?
And
no one is nice all the time.
No, it's not. But I was like, if that's the version.
But I see what you mean.
Yeah.
If that's the worst of your problems, I'm doing pretty good.
Perfect. And like, also, if that's the version you see of me and you aren't willing to like invest more into seeing like the other sides of me, then like I'm okay with that. Because I do like, I've been noticing I'm very well fed in my relationships with people. I'm like,
Good.
I have enough. So it's like if you don't need me or want me, that's okay. Like I'll survive.
Totally.
Which is nice.
Totally. Yeah. But also, how did that come up with your friend?
Because I was just talking.
You were being too nice, and the person was like, "You're the worst, and I hate you."
Yeah, and then they hit me, and then they ran away. No, because I was because this is something that happens when I meet new people. They
assault you with the truth.
They do, and then they assault me in real life. That's what happened when we met. I get
with
hit
my
a lot.
With my Hulk persona.
Yeah, with your big Hulk hands. Yeah, because I was also talking with my friend about something that I was thinking about is like the personas that I put on when I meet new people. Because like I have a very strong persona when I'm at my work, of like ne'er-do-well, idiot, fun, nice guy.
What's
like,
ne'er-do-well mean?
Like trying his best.
Never do well. What is that what that is?
I think it's a play on. It's like a guy who's always trying to do the right thing and sometimes like doesn't, but he's trying his best.
Oh, okay.
And isn't
Love
that cute and
Love
funny?
that. That is so you.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I'm like, I find that people gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
And it's not like I will expressly make myself the butt of the joke when I'm in like work environments to make make a point or like to endear people to me. I like to appear as like harmless as possible. So then people are like, oh, this guy's like, I can laugh at him and feel okay about it.
Yeah.
And like bring in some fun levity to the space. But then I was also lamenting, I'm like, none of these people know the real me.
Yeah.
Because I put on this like persona.
Totally.
So then if you were to say like, oh, this person, like the version I know of him is too nice, is too annoying, to this, to that. I was just like thinking about that because I'm like, that isn't me, but it's the me you know, and like sort of this idea of like, you know, the true self. Because I'm not a believer in the idea of like deep down. I think we just are who we are. So I'm like, I guess your opinions are valid.
So interesting.
But I don't think they're like holistically representative of like the person I am. But you can't see all of me in any given moment. I will never be all of me at once. I cannot. So it's
then
like,
don't you believe in deep down like a little? Because there are like things that are shadowed by certain by like the like presentable traits you have.
That's true.
So there is a deep down, or potentially you're calling attention to a deep down. But I don't mean to keep going. But maybe that's not necessarily deep down, as it is like that is like also on the surface of me. It's just not being physically presented right now in this moment.
I think it's more so that like different sides of a die, like different sides of a shape, I think are shown.
Sure.
But like the idea of like deep down, I am a bad person, or deep down, I am a good person. Like, let's say I go and I steal candy from a baby and I tell it it's stupid and I punch it in the face. And somebody's like, well, deep down, he's a really nice guy. I don't know why he did that, but like, I don't think
he's not.
No, I just, that is
he's
something
actually
I
not.
did.
He just shoved that baby.
Yeah. Like,
the baby
people
fell
could
into
say,
a vat of oil and burned alive. I don't think that is an indicator that deep down he's actually kind of a nice guy.
Right. Like, I think that idea is a little silly.
Also, it's such a red herring from the fact that like people can be bad sometimes. You know?
Good people do bad things all the time.
Deep down is such an excuse.
It
you
is,
know?
yeah. And I think it's just our way of coping.
Yeah.
With the idea of like the people we love can hurt other people.
Right.
And what does that mean for us?
Right.
What does it mean if the person I love harms someone?
Mm-hmm.
How does that reflect on me, and how's that like? That's difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
So,
that is really interesting.
Yeah.
I find that people wait, what is the time? Are we running the clock?
We have about like 3 seconds left.
Oh, well, terrific. Okay, well then I won't go into that. But thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. This has been a wonderful conversation. I knew this would happen. We'd get so mired in the thought experiments and the discovery, because that's what invasive questions do.
Yeah, they
true. Turn you inside out.
Exactly. We could have been going for days.
We could have.
And I'm going to keep going, so if you're listening, stay tuned for the next hour for my show, My Brain Rot But My Body Tea.
It's a phenomenal show. It'll have a lot more Luke content, and it'll be a wonderful time. And stay tuned for that. And stay tuned, because next week I'll be back.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun to do.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God, of course.
The most fun ever.
You are just the greatest.
Hey, you're the greatest.
I love you, Peyton Basinators.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. yeah, we'll be back next week. Luke will also be back next week.
I will.
Saturdays are a great day for radio programming. Check out Twink Jesus on Instagram.
Follow at Twink Jesus Loves You for more.
Yes. All right. And we will see you next week. Thank you all so much for listening. Bye-bye.
What time is it?
56.
Oh, super perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
It was.
You're so good at that.